Begin the Chum Kiu form with your body upright and your feet together. Ensure that your body is fully relaxed and that your mind is clear. Choose a point in front of you on which to gently rest your focus. This point should follow your gaze as you pivot and step your way throughout the form, and should be used as a source of focused meditation to help keep your mind sharp and clear. It is of high importance to remember that Silam Tao forms the foundation of Chum Kiu practice. And so a high level of Silam Tao skill will assist in making it easier, more efficient to continue with your practice of Chum Kiu. So if you're having issues with balance or integration of your body, or the ability to clear your mind and focus, then it may be a good idea to return back to your Silam Tao practice and work on these things in that simpler form. Remember that Silam Tao and Chum Kiu practice should both be done as slowly and gently as possible. Begin by raising your arms to your sides and measuring out your stance. Take some extra time here to further relax the body, releasing any tension you might feel, and spending some time clearing and focusing the mind, allowing any thoughts or feelings of discomfort, impatience, or procrastination to gently subside, focusing primarily on the point in the space in front of you. Begin by opening your hands and piercing them forward until your wrists meet the center line in front of your solar plexus. Your left hand should be on top. Continue downwards until at 3/4 extension, then leading up, starting with the fingers, until you reach shoulder height, forming 2 fists, and then returning your hands back to your side. On the left hand, bringing it forward, punching out along the center line, ensuring the knuckles run along that center line. Opening the hand, rotating into Tan Sao, through Hun Sao, rotating the forearm to return it to your side. Same thing on the right, coming out forward, punching out with the knuckles down the center line. Rotating into Tan Sao, through Hun Sao, and then rotating the forearm to bring it back to your side. Now moving forwards with the hands, bring them into a parallel position and piercing forwards from the fingers. Now we're turning to the left. We're going to pivot 45 degrees to the left, turning our hands inwards until our fingers reach our elbows with our left hand on top. Now pivoting back to the right, again 45 degrees past original face, and then back to the left. From here, opening up from the elbows, turning the left hand over into Tan Sao and the right hand into seizing hand, repeating that 3 times, and then striking forwards with the right hand first, 3 times into palm strikes. The last one there, returning the left hand back to the side. Now we're going to pivot back to the right, lowering the right hand to parallel to the floor. Placing the left hand into the right elbow, we're now going to pivot towards the left raising the right hand into Bong Sao and the left hand into Wu Sao. Repeating this 3 times. You're wanting your hands to both point towards original face, with your body turning 45 degrees past that point towards the left. Now placing the left hand at the right wrist, punching out forwards, opening the hand, turning into a side slash, palm to center, and thrusting fingers forward on the right into Tan Sao, Hoon Sao, and back. Now repeating this to the right side, parallel hands forward, piercing forwards from the fingers, and pivoting 45 degrees to the right, this time with your right hand on top. Pivoting back to the left and returning back to the right. Opening up here from the elbows, turning the right hand into Tan Sao, left hand into seizing hand. Repeat this a further 2 times. And then starting with the left, striking with a palm strike 3 times. Returning the right hand back to the side, pivoting to the left, left hand parallel to the floor, placing the right hand into the left elbow, turning into Bong Sao, Wu Sao. Doing this 3 times. Ensure that whenever you're pivoting through the center of your foot, meaning that your heels and toes should be moving equally. Placing the right hand at the left wrist, punching forward, returning the left hand, open the right hand, pivoting with a side slash to the right, right palm to center, left thrusting fingers forward, into Tan Sao, Hoon Sao, and returning hand. Into B section of the form now, pivoting 45 degrees to the left, turning the left hand over until the palm faces the floor. Kicking out with the heel on the left leg, stepping down, crossing over 2 Tan Saos crossed over the center line. Stepping up with the back foot, coming up to Bong Sao, Wu Sao position, and then we repeat this 3 times. After the third one, turning to the left with driving hand on the right, which is similar to an uppercut. Turning back to original face with a cut down on the right, and thrusting fingers on the left. Tan Sao, Hoon Sao, and back. Now repeating this to the right side with a turn and a kick, stepping down, crossing over the Tan Saos, stepping up into Bong Sao, Wu Sao, repeating that 3 times, finishing off with driving hand uppercut on the left towards the right. Turning back to original face, cutting down on the left, right hand into thrusting fingers, finishing with Tan Sao, Hoon Sao, and rotating back to the side. Into C section of the form now, turning 90 degrees to the left this time, kicking out with the left leg, stepping down with a double Tan Sao, stepping up with a double Bong Sao, double Tan Sao, double Bong Sao, now lowering the Bong Sao and around, placing the feet together into Jump Sao, double palm strike, and returning the arms. Now stepping backwards on the right foot, turn a full 180 degrees to the right, and repeat with a heel kick on the right, double Tan Sao, double Bong Sao, Tan Sao, Bong Sao, lowering the Bong Sao and around with the feet together, Jump Sao, double palm strike, and back. With your feet together, pivot 45 degrees to the left, point your knee and toes of your left leg towards the left, extending that leg out, pivoting to the left with a sweeping kick. Striking onto the center with the left hand, repeating this 6 times. You're now wanting to turn your pivots around a turning circle whose center is located in the space that your palms are striking towards. And finishing with 6 punches starting on the left, running your knuckles down the center.